Hi everybody, welcome to another Poppy Cooks. Today we're making something really fun and a little time consuming, not gonna lie, but it's super delicious. We're making a cannoli cake. Yeah. She's mad because she can't have any. Sorry, Lulu. I'm sorry. All right, don't give me that sad look. All right, thanks for watching. Okay, to start, you're gonna want to whisk together 3 eggs with 1¼ cups of granulated sugar. Next, you're going to want to add ½ cup of vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, ½ teaspoon of baking soda, and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Then you're going to mix that up. Okay, then you're going to add ½ cup of whole milk, 1/3 cup of a dark rum. Try not to use a spiced rum. That'll affect the flavor of the cake a little bit too much, so I'm just using regular dark rum, and ½ teaspoon of salt. Now you're going to mix that up. And then lastly, you're going to want to add 2 cups of flour, but add ½ cup at a time and mix it thoroughly until it's all incorporated. Once you got your batter all mixed up, you want to pour them into 2 9-inch pans that's very well sprayed or buttered, and you want to divide the batter evenly. Okay, we're going to do that. Once you got the batter divvied up into the 2 pans, you're going to want to bake these in a preheated 350-degree oven for only about 20-25 minutes. Or until you insert a toothpick in the middle and it comes out clean. You don't want to overcook these cakes, but you definitely want them cooked. You know, the whole raw egg thing, and whatever. We're going to put these in the oven now. Okay, so the cakes only took 20 minutes to cook because they're kind of flat. They're not that tall. We're going to let them cool on this wire rack for a couple minutes before we pop them out. All right? Oh, the house smells so good. All right, so we popped the cakes out. They look beautiful. They're perfect. They're about an inch and a half thick. So it'll make a perfect cake. All right, so you want to let these cool completely before we start putting in the fillings and frosting in. Yum. Okay, so next you're going to want to add 4 cups of heavy cream with 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and 1 cup of powdered sugar into your stand mixer, and then whip it until you have stiff peaks. Okay, so after a couple minutes, it's all done. You don't want to overmix this or else you're going to end up with butter. All right, but you see how nice and thick this is? It was right before it was going to turn into butter. Because you want it nice and thick because this is where we're going to mix with the other cannoli filling, or the cannoli dip that we didn't add the chocolate chips to for the frosting. All right. Okay, so here we have the cannoli dip that we had chilling in the fridge for a little bit. See, it's still kind of loose, still very delicious. So what we're going to do is we're going to add about 3/4 of this whipped cream we just made. You put this in, you're going to fold it in carefully so it stays nice and aerated, but you're going to see how it thickens up and it's going to look more like a frosting. All right, so we're going to mix this all together. Okay, so once you got it all folded, this is what you're left with. Look at this. Oh, so luscious. All right, so now you want to put this back in the fridge for a couple hours because you want to let it set a little bit because it's going to be a little bit too loose to frost the cake with. All right, so we'll see you in a couple hours. Okay, so now we're going to prep the filling for the cake. So we have our cannoli dip. Remember how creamy and delicious it looks? Yeah. So you're going to add about 1 cup of that fresh whipped cream you made to this. And you're going to fold it in. You can see how nice and creamy it is. All right, so we folded it in. Now look how extra creamy it is. So delicious. So we got our cake. We shaved the top to even it off, make it nice and smooth. So now we're going to add the filling. All right, you want to add as much as you want. Don't go too crazy because then it's just going to ooze out the sides. But you want to spread it nice and evenly across the whole cake. All right, so we're going to take care of that. All right, so you have it nice and evenly spread. It's a nice 1/2-inch coating. Yum. Oh, look at all that extra. What a shame. We'll be eating it. All right, so now you're ready for the other top of the cake. Okay, so we put the other half on top. Look at it. All right, now we're going to let this chill in the fridge for about an hour or 2 while we're waiting for the frosting to set. Oh, can't wait. Okay, so we allowed the cake to cool. We allowed the frosting to set. Now we're ready to frost. Let's make it pretty. Okay, so we got the cake frosted. Now let's add some chocolate chips. All right, that looks pretty. What about that leftover cannoli filling? And now that's a finished cake. If you make this, let us know. Oh, it's going to be so good. Oh. and super low calorie. No, it's not. Yes, Lulu. You want some cake? Lulu, you can't have any. There's chocolate in it. There's chocolate in it. It's loaded with chocolate. You can't have any. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lulu. No, I didn't do it on purpose. I swear I didn't do it on purpose. No, I wanted to do something fun. This isn't about you. I need to make one without chocolate. I guess I'm making another one. All right, I'll make you another one. Sheesh.